Hey everybody, welcome back. So in this video, I am going to be testing and reviewing the UDIAG Automotive Smoke Diagnostic Tool, otherwise known as a smoke leak detector. This unit was sent to me for the purpose of this review, and you will find all the links and coupon codes below that I can provide. So I have taken it out of the box for you, and what you get is the main unit itself. You get some battery clamps and a plug-in for it. You get something that helps you inject smoke into a pipe or a hose. You get a bunch of bits and bobs that help you plug things off. You get a nice long smoke hose. And you get this thing here. And this thing here, I've never used one of these before. This is to help you go into a pipe. You can stuff this thing into a pipe, close the little valve here, and then pump it up to seal the pipe and then blow your smoke in through this hole. I've never used one of these before. Don't know that I am for this test, but it does come with it. Also comes with a little bottle for you to put in oil to run the machine in. Now you can run this on a lot of different kind of mineral oil. I tend to run these on baby oil. It's wise if you can to find unscented baby oil, but try and find unscented baby oil in any store in the US. You're not gonna, it's all scented. So take a look at the main unit. We have a pressure gauge up here that reads out in bar and PSI. We have this interesting little gauge. It's got a ball in it, so it kind of looks like a flow meter, and it says leak size at the top, and then it says 30, 20, and 10. And then over here it says 0.75, 0.5, and 0.25 millimeters. And then there's a knob here that opens and closes it. We have a power light. We have a rocker switch that says close and start. And we have a light for smoke. On this side, we have DC 12 volts from our battery. We have the screw-in port to hook our smoke hose up to. And we have a sight level for our liquid, which is a good thing, because if you overfill these, like I did on the last one I tried, it won't work right. On this side, we don't have anything but some vents and a tag, and on this side, we have nothing. On the top, we have a screw hole for our hook, and we have a plug to put our oil in. And that is pretty much it. Is there anything on the bottom? There is nothing on the bottom. Got a nice sturdy sheet metal housing. Looks like it's made reasonably well. And I fear I have to touch on the manual. It is pretty abbreviated. This is all it is here. This picture, this information here. You have some information here about how to prepare it, get it ready, how to test it, how to avoid damaging it. On the other side, you have one completely blank page and some instructions. This is really all there is. This section here and this section here, how to use it on a car. And unfortunately, the translation from Chinese is on a scale of 1 to 10, probably around a 5 or a 6. It can be decoded, but you do have to decode it. And that's that. Nowhere in there could I find anywhere where it tells me how to read this and how to use the knob. I mean, use the knob, you open it and close it. I guess that's something we're going to discover on our own. I have a 12-volt battery here charging, which should be hopefully, I mean, it's a bad battery, but it should be enough to run this unit for a test. And then I'm going to take it out and we're going to test it on my old Jeep CJ7. I am right now just finishing up a conversion from the old Holley projection to back to carburation. I haven't even started it yet, so I'm looking forward to using this to check for leaks. So let's hook it up and let's see what she does. All right, I have some baby oil in the bottle. You guys can watch and make sure I don't overfill this. I see it coming up. There we are. I'm a tiny, tiny little bit over max, but let's go with that and let's see if it works. And let's look at the instructions, because I didn't look at that close enough. So test run, it says connect 12 volts, power indicator will be on and the unit will start generating pressure. The red clamp is positive, the black is negative. Block off the smoke nozzle on the smoke tube with the fingertip. The pressure gauge will indicate the real-time output pressure. Switch on the smoke mode switch. The smoke mode indicator will be on. The unit will start producing smoke. Okay, well, that's what I was going to do. All right, so here we go. Let's hook it up. All right. Put your finger over it. Where's the end? Here we go. Put your finger over it so the gauge should start coming up. Says here, gauge should start coming up. There it goes. Turn on the smoke. Smoke is on. Unit should start producing smoke. Oh, I have to take my finger off of it. Let's see what it's doing. Okay, I'm not seeing any smoke. Does this need to be closed? Whoa! So apparently this has something to do with it. Does this need to be on to produce smoke? I don't know. It didn't tell me that. Oh yeah, this needs to be on to produce smoke. So this controls how much air pressure goes through it and how big of a leak you think you have. I see. All right, it seems to work well. Wish they had told me that in the manual. You shut that off and you get nothing. All right, that works pretty good. I have no complaints with that at all. Let's take it out and see if I can find any leaks on my old Jeep. So here's the engine I am going to be testing this on today. This is a 4.2 liter straight six Jeep motor in a 1980 CJ7. I just converted it out of the projection back to this Weber carburetor. In fact, here is the old projection here in a box, and I have not even started this up yet. Before I do, I want to check for leaks, so this is a perfect time to test this out. I believe everything is connected, and I even 3D printed a cap to go on the carburetor. I'm too lazy to bolt it down, but I think I'll just set that roll of welding wire there to hold it down. So what I believe I'm going to do is disconnect the PVC. This is the PVC hose coming from the manifold. I'm going to disconnect it, and I'm going to pump my smoke in there, because that leads right into the manifold. Because this has it has an adapter and a spacer, then the carburetor. So there's actually 3 gaskets in there. That'll let me check for leaks all around there. Since it's pumping into the manifold, hopefully there'll be enough smoke in there that I can check for leaks in the manifold. That's all connected up. Let's leave it off to make sure we're getting smoke out of it at first, and let's hook it up and see what happens. Turning on the smoke and opening my valve. Should be getting smoke out of here. Yeah, I'm getting good smoke out of there. All right, let's hook it up and see what we can see. Oh, I got smoke coming out of somewhere. Where's that coming out of? Where is that coming out of? Wow, that's coming out. Is it coming out from under here? You know where that's coming out of? That's coming out of where that choke lever goes through. I soaked a bit of shop towel and jammed it all down and around that hole. Let's try again and let's see if I got that plugged, because that's where all that smoke is pouring out of. And you know what? That shows the tool's working. That would be a big leak, wouldn't it? Even though it's not a harmful leak in this case, but that would be a big leak. So let's hook it back up and turn it back on. All right, I should be getting maximum smoke, and I am. I got a very bright light this time, and I'm still getting smoke through that spot, aren't I? Man, it is hard to get that stopped. But I'm just going to have to accept the fact that I'm not going to seal that 100%, and I just have to look for smoke coming out down around the base plate. Remember also the smoke is heavy, so it tends to gather in low places. Look, I got a leak down here. Oh, look where it's going through the valve cover. Look at that, it's going through the valve cover through another hose, through the intake, and it's leaking out of this because this is my PVC. Wow. So I would need to plug that. Once it gathers in low places, you kind of gotta give it a quick little blow of air to clear it out. I'm not seeing anything around the areas I'm worried about. Mainly worried about the intake manifold and those base gaskets. And I'm not seeing anything out of there. Man, this thing pumps out the smoke. Alrighty, I don't think I have any leaks in the areas that I'm worried about it leaking from. So there you have it, the UDIAG automotive smoke leak detector and diagnostic tool. It produces a ton of smoke, and it produces it really quick, and it really pumped it through the system well. I even had it leaking out of the PVC after it went through the intake manifold and up into the valve cover. So you got to really go out of your way to plug stuff up, but if you do, this unit will show you where it's leaking from. I want to say thanks to UDIAG for sending this out. Thanks to you guys for watching my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.